You know what's scarier than a market crash? A crash that nobody sees coming. And right now, in 2026, we're sitting on the edge of the biggest financial oops moment since 2008. Except this time, it's not banks failing, it's something way more insidious. Stick around, because what I'm about to show you will change how you see your money forever. Imagine you're at a party. Everyone's having a great time, music's pumping, drinks are flowing. But here's the thing. The building's foundation has been slowly cracking for years. Nobody notices because the DJ's too loud and the lights are too bright. That's exactly where we are right now. The economy looks fine on the surface, but underneath, it's a different story. And today, I'm going to show you the 3 cracks that are about to bring the whole house down. Let's start with the elephant in the room, debt. But not just any debt. I'm talking about the kind of debt that makes your student loans look like pocket change. Picture this. You've got a credit card, you max it out, then you get another credit card to pay off the first one, then another, and another. Eventually, you're not even paying off debt anymore, you're just paying the interest on the interest. Congratulations, you've just described the U.S. government's financial strategy for the past 20 years. Here's the kicker. In 2026, the U.S. national debt is sitting at over $36 trillion. That's trillion with a T. To put that in perspective, if you spent $1 million every single day since Jesus was born, you still wouldn't have spent $1 trillion. And we're at 36 of those. But wait, it gets better. The interest payments alone on this debt are now over $1 trillion per year. That's more than the entire defense budget, more than Medicare. We're literally spending more money on interest than on keeping people alive or defending the country. And here's where it gets spicy. When interest rates go up, which they've been doing, those payments skyrocket. It's like having an adjustable rate mortgage on a house you can never sell. The government is trapped in a debt spiral, and the only way out is either to print more money, hello inflation, or cut spending so drastically that it triggers a recession. Pick your poison. Now, let's talk about something nobody's paying attention to. Commercial real estate. Remember when everyone worked from home during the pandemic? Well, plot twist, they never really came back. Imagine you own a massive office building in downtown Manhattan. You borrowed $100 million to buy it, expecting rent from 50 companies, but now half those companies realize their employees are more productive in pajamas. Your building is half empty, but you still owe the bank $100 million. And here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. The same pension funds and insurance companies that manage your retirement money, they're the ones who invested billions into these now empty buildings, which means when they lose, you lose. Here's the scary part. There's about $1.5 trillion in commercial real estate loans coming due between 2024 and 2026, and a huge chunk of these properties are worth way less than what's owed on them. It's like the housing crisis of 2008, but instead of suburban homes, it's skyscrapers in every major city. The difference? In 2008, the government could bail out the banks, but this time the hole is so big that even Uncle Sam's checkbook might not be enough to save everyone. Banks are sitting on these loans like they're holding a hot potato. They don't want to foreclose because that means admitting the building is worthless, but they also can't refinance because interest rates are higher now. So they're just waiting, hoping, praying. And when this bubble pops, not if, but when, it's going to take down regional banks first, then the big ones, then your local credit union. It's a domino effect, and the first domino is already wobbling. Let's continue with Section 3, the consumer debt crisis. Okay, so governments are broke and commercial real estate is imploding, but surely regular people are doing fine, right? Wrong. Let me paint you a picture. It's 2026, and the average American has $6,500 in credit card debt. Car loans are at record highs. People are taking out 7-year loans for cars that'll break down in 5. Student loan payments just restarted after years of forbearance. And oh yeah, rent and groceries cost 40% more than they did 4 years ago. But here's the insane part. Credit card delinquencies are now at their highest level since 2010, and buy now, pay later services have exploded to over $300 billion, which is just a fancy way of saying people are going into debt to buy things they used to pay cash for, like groceries and gas. It's like everyone's juggling chainsaws while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. And the safety net? It's made of tissue paper. Here's the thing about consumer debt. When people are maxed out, they stop spending. And when people stop spending, businesses make less money. When businesses make less money, they lay people off. When people get laid off, they default on their loans. And when they default, banks lose money. See the pattern? And the truly terrifying part? Savings rates are at historic lows, meaning most people have zero cushion when the first domino falls, turning what should be a small stumble into a full-blown financial faceplant. We're in what I call the broke but make it look good economy. Everyone's Instagram looks amazing, but behind the scenes, people are one car repair away from financial ruin. And when enough people hit that breaking point at the same time, that's when the silent crash becomes very, very loud. So here's where it all comes together. You've got a government that can't afford its debt, you've got commercial real estate that's about to crater, and you've got consumers who are tapped out. Individually, each of these is bad. Together, it's a financial hurricane. Think of the economy like a three-legged stool. Government spending is one leg, business investment is another, consumer spending is the third. Right now, all three legs are cracking at the same time, and when that stool collapses, everyone sitting on it is going down hard. The scariest part? Most people have no idea this is happening. The stock market looks okay, unemployment is still relatively low, everything seems fine. But that's exactly what it looked like in 2007, right before everything fell apart. This is why I call it the silent crash. It's not going to be one dramatic day where everything explodes. It's going to be a slow, grinding decline that catches everyone off guard. By the time people realize what's happening, it'll be too late to prepare. So, what do? First, don't panic. Panicking is how you make bad decisions. Second, get your financial house in order. Pay down high-interest debt, build an emergency fund, diversify your investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket or one economy. Third, stay informed. The people who survive financial crashes aren't the ones with the most money. They're the ones who see it coming and adjust accordingly. Knowledge is your best defense. And finally, remember, every crisis creates opportunity. The people who bought real estate in 2010 made fortunes. The people who invested in stocks in 2009 retired early. When everyone else is panicking, that's when the smart money makes its move. Look, I'm not saying the world is ending. I'm saying the financial system as we know it is about to go through a major reset, and the people who are ready for it will come out ahead. The people who aren't, well, they'll be the ones wondering what happened. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me if you think I'm crazy or if you see it too. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the silent crash is coming. The only question is, will you be ready?